One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky and Bowling Green. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat for just a minute about Western Kentucky. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class and this next cycle.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
They'll give it to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Let's talk for just a second about Western Kentucky. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Safe little shovel pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Making side adjustments here. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Catches it at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'll try it over the left side. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Gamecocks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Hubbard. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it at the 15. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
First down for the offense.
The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback keeps it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
And the Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake. Going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking for a man. It's Hubbard. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Spits it out to the back. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Topper offense comes onto the field again. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll try to do it himself. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
They try to get it outside on the left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Yeah, it was a nice comeback route. Most important part of a comeback route, dude, I got to sell you vertical like I'm running a go, and then I sit down and I come back to the football, catch it. Nice route by the wide receiver.
The Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Brings into the open. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And the Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back on the option, the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the big fella. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
The Hilltoppers need to pick it up on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to set up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Dropping back, it's Hubbard. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5. on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They're working that left side, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. They're trailing by just 4 to Texas A&M. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete to the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here comes the offense on 1st down. It's a draw. Can't get him to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Let's go. Scanning the field, it's Hubbard. He's taking the shot. Grabs it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They'll immediately call timeout.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. A 1st down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Handoff to the lone back, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Here's the give off the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's third and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
And the Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Hubbard. Got his man quickly. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll run it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback knowing where his answer was against the blitz and against man coverage, picking up that completion.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Oregon. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Rides the back and leaves it. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Hilltoppers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Hey, there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The Hilltoppers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll try to pop the draw. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll send the back in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll go to the ground. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff to the single back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here we go. They go to the ground. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last. There he goes. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the 1st down. So when he can get up, when he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the 1st down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the Hilltoppers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on third down. Working that left side now. They are on the move. As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 28.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Back to pass on second down. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here we go. Power football with the run. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And the Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it. Turning it on. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Makes it past the marker. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Loss of 1. Brings up 2nd down.